So hello and welcome to another episode of Old Bloke Streaming. We are up and going, and not sure entirely what we're going to be up to tonight. Might group up and do some hunting, although we'll cover Entropia Legends later. Um, Interesting. Soul Link, Trader of the Stars. But we're going to probably finish off the Longtooth summer migration mission today. It's probably the first order of business. But just let me put out the stream. Let me just find the stream on here, and then I'll advertise it as usual on the usual channels. All right. Okie dokie. So got the link. Night streaming. Nobody online at the moment, but we are good to go. We just drag that over here. Oops. And then we'll drop in media on the main channel. And then we'll drop it in my channel. Okay, and then I think let's drop it in that one as well. Media. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Okay, there's lots going on in this channel. All right. So we are live. Okay, so is that the wrong one? Or I linked the wrong one? That would be rather stupid, wouldn't it? Oh, the picture's wrong. I have to reset the picture back to reset the picture back to that one. Okay, so we're up and running, and yeah, welcome. Hey, Flying Parrots, how are you doing? A mentor graduation related question. Of course you can. What do you need to know, mate? You want to know where you need to go for your armor? Which armor you should get? I do actually like this fist weapon. It looks kind of cool. But we are hunting Longtooth, and that's not going to cut it. So we will go down here. The anticipation. How can I help you? Is there a way to speed it up? So yes, basically. You can go to Arcadia and hunt Karabok. Honestly, uh, the gains you'll get on Arcadia are just bonkers. I'm in the middle of doing a new player series which will be launching during August, and I am going to have a session with a new character on Arcadia to show how fast you can level. Um, but basically, if you go to Arcadia, what I recommend you do is you get yourself a not too high DPS and very efficient gun, and then just get yourself to Arcadia and just start killing them Karabot. Get the quest for the gun first. I think you have to like kill 25,000 to get a free gun, and yeah, just start go ham on them, and your turnover shouldn't be too bad with them. Oops, I'm not forgot to set this going. But yeah, I mean, basically, Karabok or Arats, just hunt them. If you are, if you are on, so if you prefer to do Arats on Cyrene, Gallards. The crafting mission on Monria is good for engineering skills, but you still got to get 500 successful crafts, which means probably somewhere in the region of 1,200 crafts, which is not cheap. What you are better doing, in my opinion, is going to Cyrene, killing Arats on Cyrene, and then doing the mining quest on Cyrene, because there is a quest that allows you to get mining mining gains, and that will also help your graduation. So basically, you can go do those. I Gallards. I honestly don't know, where are Gallards. Let me just pull this up. Uh, it's a really good question. Gallards are not necessarily a thing that I pay a lot of attention to. I have heard people talk about them before, but let me see if I can find them. Huh. So which planet are the Gallards on? Which planet are they on? Arcadia. Okay. Arcadia. Ah, of course. Rip Craze doesn't have Arcadia on his thing. Let me just see if I can find a Arcadia. Gallard Entropia. I mean, basically, it's all to do with level versus what's that one? Oh. It's all to do with level versus hit points. So it just depends what level they are and how many hit points they've got. So I'm just calling it up on, unfortunately, Entropia Wiki, which is not good. Oh, it's slow. Entropia Wiki is so slow. It's not about killing lots of small mobs. It's about killing mobs with high level and low hit points. The reason Carabox are so good is because they have 10 hit points and they're level 4. So they give you such abnormal returns. So let me just pull up the stats from a previous session. So sessions tracker. So what we can do here is you can see, for example, sign So that's Yoko. They've sent me a whole bunch here, but if I go to skill tiers, what you'll see is so anatomy gains. You can see here level 1 anatomy gains 30, level 3 anatomy gains 68. So I mean, they're getting significant returns in anatomy. Killing killing how many, let me just check, that's IH, this one. So killing just using 40 ped with a frontier hunting rifle, so 2,000 kills, they're getting like 2 ped return. Look at that, 1.4 ped return in anatomy skills. So that's probably where you want to be doing it. That's one of the keys. Yeah, it's not about killing a lot of mobs. It's about killing low hit point, high level mobs. So there are others on the scale. I just haven't found any great ones, honestly. But 45% is pretty good. Yeah, basically the only way to do it is to increase your anatomy and yeah, it's just upping those skills, mate. And then, as I said, I mean, if you want to fly across the Cyrene and do the mining mission every day, I think that's 0.05 or something like that ped of mining skill. So that will slowly increase you as well. I don't know if there's a quest like that on Arcadia. Probably not. That would be too easy. Whoops. Why does that one? Let me turn off the ads again. Sorry about that, stupid ads. Yeah, yeah, I don't know if there's any mining quests, but Cyrene is probably a great place to go for the mining quest. That is something I would also recommend, and you can do Arats there because Arats are like level 5 with 20 hit points, so they're pretty good. They're pretty good return as well. But yeah. So yeah, Cyrene for mining missions, and you can also do Arats because the Arats. So if we look at the difference here, so you get a lot of level 1, then level 3, level 4 against Arats. I did some Arats back here. This one. So MR27. So MR27. I did Arats and MR27. So MR27, it was like 1 and 4 times modifier. So we got about half a ped. We got half a ped in there's somebody's done Gallards. So who did Gallards there? Arsane did Gallards. Let's go have a quick look. So sorry, let me just loot that so I don't lose the loot. Okay, so Gallard was this one. So 09 FL. So skill tiers for the 09 FL. Here we go. So the Gallards are, yeah, you can see. Now they're just flat. So you're going to get most in level 1, then just some in the other levels. So they're not as good. Definitely not as good as the Carabox. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, I did team hunt, crafting, and mining. That's all you got to do, and then get to 100%. Then pick the planet you want to graduate on based on the armor that you want, and go graduate. But yeah, it is a bit of a slog. It does take a while to get there for sure. Oops, let me move that down here. It does take a little while to get there, that's for sure. I tell you, go do Carabox, and you will start going through a lot faster. I promise you. I say I want to show it. I want to get on a. I want to get on a. I want to get on a stream and show it with my Old Bloke Gaming noob account. As I said, that series will be coming out in August. I got permission from Mindark to start a noob character, but yeah, that's one thing I do need to do is go do that. But if you can give it a try and then message me either here or somewhere else, maybe go if you're on Arcadia, go do it now. Go put 30 minutes in with a skill pill if you have a skill pill. Chains. Did some missions. Got me a hoverpod. Interesting. I quite fancy a hoverpod. I need to spend more time on Arcadia for sure. I do intend to try and do a little bit of extra work over there. Prospectors in the cave? Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about. Dr. Livingston. You gotta love it. They do some stuff like World of Warcraft used to do. They use names from history and different storybooks. Dr. Livingston, I presume. Welcome to the new viewers. We are trying to finish off the Take a Breather. Be cool if we could get that finished today. And then I haven't really decided, but I probably will go to Aris and just finish the two easier robot missions. But we'll see. I haven't decided yet. It's probably going to be a short one tonight. I didn't sleep very well last night. It's absolutely roasting hot here in Japan. Today was a little bit better, but this morning was pretty hot and I was running around. Hey Antoine, how are you doing, buddy? Good week? Is there anybody else on? Yay! It's the first swirly of the night. Yep, I am in Japan. It is pretty good. It is pretty cool here, yeah. Big city. I'm in Tokyo. I work in the center of Tokyo. It's so I commute in from. I mean, I live. My apartment is actually in Tokyo, so but it's on the outskirts. And then I commute in every day, probably about 45 minutes. Yeah, it's it's a really cool place to live. Really is. Yeah, there's a lot of these things here. Where are you? In Germany. Okay. I've been to Germany a few times. I'm from the UK originally, so yeah. Um, I had a number of clients that were based in Germany, so I've been to Munich several times. I've been to Frankfurt. I've been to Berlin. Always rainy and cold. Yes, yes. I've done Oktoberfest a couple of times. So I've done the ads. Will resume. I'll delay ads again. An additional 10 minutes. Good, good, good. Yeah, sorry about the ads, guys. I'll block them for the most part. If I notice them coming up, I'll block them. I don't need ads. Yeah. Uh, is that where you are in Frankfurt? Hi, hi, Tina, come here. Dogs are having a fight. Come here. That's it. Pay attention. Say hello. Hello. There we go. Huh. I wonder if I'm actually going to complete this tonight. It's very close. But maybe it'll take another day. Ah, you're up in Bremen. What have I got? Pheromone gland. What's the market value in pheromone glands? Huh. Well, 70%. Half a ped. Not really worth it. Need several of them. You get a gun. That's what I was hoping to show tonight. And in fact, I probably will hang out and finish this one, and show you. You basically get a choice of guns, and yeah, you can choose which gun you want, and you can if it's a really good tier gun, you can actually get a good price on them. So I'll probably just stay here and just finish this off. Actually, I did get a hit yesterday. I got this thing. So this dropped. So 1 ped in value. Obviously the efficiency is not that great, but it's a 35 skill to use, 44 laser. Is it or BLP? It's laser. So 44 laser, and it's a 58 DPS. And these things sell like so 34 ped. Maybe I can get for that. It dropped yesterday. That was kind of nice. Let me just chuck that one off. Yeah, they're limited guns. They are limited guns, but they last a long time. So people spend like, you know, they'll spend up to like 130 ped on them. My cat's going mad, chasing around the other dog. That's why this one's hiding here, because she doesn't want to be chased around. Ugh. Yeah, if I remember correctly, let me see if there's any on the chat. Oh, there aren't really. Oh, TT plus 57. No, I'm not doing that. I really fancy one of these. I'm not sure I want to sink 3,000 ped into it yet. Yeah, I'm going to be saving up. I think my next kind of big purchase will be either a gun upgrade or a ring upgrade, depending on which one comes up earlier. Manchester. I honestly really don't know the UK anymore. I've been here for like 25 years, so my knowledge of the UK is pretty dated. I mean, I do go back. Actually, in August, I'm going to be going back and spending 2 weeks, taking the little guy, and we're going to be going and spending 2 weeks with Grandma. That's why I've got this this new player account thing that I've been working on, and I need to upload a bunch of videos so that whilst I'm away, I keep a decent flow of videos coming, so you guys don't forget me. But yeah, I don't really know. I know that the Midlands is not that good, and I've heard that the North is also pretty. But to be honest with you, I think that's the same as anywhere these days, except Japan, because Japan is like, for some reason, locked in the good old days. Nothing changes here. Yeah, so I didn't find any guns on the trade chat. There'll be some in the auction house, but we'll hopefully we'll go take a look at them before we're out. Oh, we can't have too many more to go. I can see a bit of black though, so I can see this might take a little while. Maybe it's a video, not a streaming thing. Oh yeah, basically, Japan's really odd. I mean, it's kind of like a social contract that you just don't drop trash. You take it home with you. There's not even that many trash cans. You literally take it home with you. The only people who drop trash would be tourists, and I think even tourists are pretty respectful, quite honestly. Ooh, got a couple. I think even tourists are pretty respectful. But yeah, Japan's pretty clean. One of the things that I find amazing about Japan is public toilets. So public toilets, like in stations, they're always so clean. Um, like whenever I go back to the UK and I go to a public toilet, it's usually pretty nasty. Whereas here, even the ones that are just in the middle of like a built-up area, they're usually pretty clean. Oops. Ads will resume shortly for some viewers. Delay ads. There we go. Let's put a block on those ads again for a bit. Another 10 minutes adless. Come on. I wonder, should I take this matriarch? Train's horrible. Yeah. Yeah, it's... I said the UK was pretty bad, but Japan's very, very good. But I mean, just in general, Japan's just so safe. Uh, you know what? I might call it, guys. I just head to Aris, go blow up some robots. Overwhelmingly big? I wouldn't say so. I mean, it's big, but I mean, you just get used to it. It's actually kind of funny because, you know, as I said, I've been living here a long time, so you kind of get numb to it. You know, you get kind of immune to the different scenes and different sites. But there's a highway that runs around the bottom southeast end of Tokyo, and that highway is basically, it's what, about 10, 12 stories up in the air, and it runs along the coast. And as you go along that, you can basically, if you look over to your right, you can see the whole of Tokyo. And it's a pretty impressive sight. And I never get old of that. I never get that never gets old to me. I love that drive at night where you look and it's all lit up and you can see you know, the sky tree and all the skyscrapers and everything. It's really, really cool. If you ever get a chance, I mean, if you ever get a chance to come to Tokyo, ping me. Um, I'm always happy to take people around the outside of, give them a lift. Yeah, we get the occasional visitors, but not as many as you'd think. Just actually had some, my friend from university, her son and his girlfriend were here for a couple of weeks. Or basically, they were here for a couple of weeks, but they only spent like 5, 6 days, 5 days in Tokyo. That was pretty cool. And they went off to Kyoto, which is another place I'd definitely recommend. Osaka is meh. I don't think there's too much to do in Osaka, but Tokyo and Kyoto are pretty cool. What's up, babe? He's changing sides. Okay. Yeah, it's not clearing quickly. Oh well. I was chatting to somebody yesterday about shops. Actually, it was Sign. So yeah, I was chatting yesterday about some shops, and I'd love to get a shop in here as well. I think that's a little bit too far away right now. Come on, equip. Let's go. Old bloke looking like a young bloke. I just got out the bath, mate. Thanks, Rick. Rick B. Oh dear. I got my Obachan, my old lady dog here. She loves sitting on me, just chilling. Yeah, don't you, babe? Yeah. Cat's stalking. She's stalking the other dogs, actually. She was chasing it around earlier. And this one wasn't too happy because I said she's like the grandma of the group. And so she doesn't like she doesn't get chased around because she doesn't move. But she doesn't like it when all the others are running around like crazy things. Oh, come on. I wish this was a percentage or something. Could see how many more I've got to kill. Alright, let's kill this matriarch for some fun. See how dogs are pretty amazing. That is for sure. It's interesting actually because I was never really a dog person. Because when I was back in the UK, I used to do a paper round in like a farming village, and so it was not fun at all. It was all dogs, like farmhouse dogs. It was crazy. It was definitely not fun. But yeah, these days with these little ones, I've definitely got used to them now, and they are definitely members of the family. Huh? Where's me? Where's young bloke? He needs to go to bed, but I bet he's not going to bed. Summer holidays, so he's playing games with his mum. Yeah, the cat's around somewhere. She's quieter at the moment. She's not on heat, thankfully, so she's not trying to make out with me, which is good. She's just being playful with the dogs, chasing them around. She was a rescue. I mean, the dogs are kind of rescues as well, but it is 22 22:11. I started early today, didn't I? I usually start at 10:30, but I started at 10, didn't I? Oops, sorry if If anybody was waiting for 10:30, I started at 10 today. Okay. But actually, I do need to go to bed early. I'm pretty wiped, and I have a long week this week. Oh, come on, how many more? I can still see some black there. You know, I don't think this is going to finish. I'm going to delay ads again. Yeah, we're about 8 hours ahead of mainland Europe. And then in England, yeah, at the moment I think it's 7, and then England is 8, because you have like summertime, right? You put your clocks forward and back. Oh man, I was looking at I wonder if it's still on. I was looking at a gun earlier. I didn't check the price because I know I can't afford it, but it was like a LR40 Twen, and it was like 94% efficiency, 73 DPS. I'm like, oh, I'd love that gun. I would so love that gun. But yeah, I know I can't afford it, so. No, it's not on the list anymore. Yeah, at some point I'm gonna have to get my myself back over to Cyrene, collect some tokens, check the next level of the armor. I think that's probably the goal that's more likely to happen in the remainder of this year, is taking this to red. Alright, I think, let me play out this, how much longer have I got? 5 minutes at 162%. Let me play this out, and if we haven't completed this in that time, we'll bail and head to Aris. So yeah, the other thing I was gonna, I actually did a video on this, but maybe I'll mention it here as well. But it's, I'm really disappointed in this Entropia Legends event. I don't know what I was expecting. I really don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting maybe it to be a little bit more available, but it really isn't. I mean, I don't know whether you guys have actually seen this, but the team qualifiers, it's already at like 416 for the smallest qualified, and you need to have 27. So 27 at 416 just to get into the top 8. It's like, nah, that is not going to happen. It's really disappointing that there's nothing accessible for kind of like mid-tier players like me. I mean, I guess I'm kind of low mid, but even so, it's like having just such a big window between 40 to, you know, max. It's just too big, and there's nothing in the middle there for players like myself. So it's just it's just nothing. It's nothing to me. You know, I can't get excited about it at all. I mean, I'm happy for Elfie, who managed to squeeze in to the upcoming one, or up and coming one, or whatever it's called. But the others are just so end game dominated that yeah, it's just not fun, not gonna happen. So yeah, it's kind of a non-event for me now. which is also fine because I'm going to be in the UK the second half of August anyway, so it really helps me out. It means I don't have to even think about it. But it is disappointing that the event is just such a nothing event, such a nothing burger. Come on. What are we at? 3 minutes. What do you mean track my stuff? I'm just a numbers nerd. I mean, if you've watched many of my videos, you know that I'm a numbers nerd. I love tracking everything. You know, I have a whole spreadsheet. Oh, I wasn't paying attention because I was looking over here. Oh, it's because I was fighting the 29, wasn't I? That was really dumb. See, you got me thinking about spreadsheets. Let me just see if I can fire up this without dying. There we go. So I have this sheet which has all my assets and everything else, and I have this which is, you know, how much the armor costs to make and what pieces I have. Then I have, I started working on the Imperium stuff. I have my crafting, so I got a list of all the clicks. So basically, explosive projectiles, it basically comes out at 88 to 89% over time, because this is a lot of clicks. It's a total of 296,000 explosive projectile 1 clicks, and it's 88.88%. So yeah, I do. I track as much as I possibly can, and so it's always there. And then I started my box pulls as well. I don't know whether you've watched any of my box pull videos or the earlier ones before they nerfed it and I stopped having fun. So you'd buy them and you could see what your target was. You could see whether you were making or losing money on box pulls. This is after the nerf, losing 110 ped, but before the nerf, you could get some nice little gains. So yeah, I track everything. Not as tightly as some people, but oh, we've done it. Take a breather. Finished. Sweet. Nice. Okay, let's go finish. Let's go hand that quest in. Although we may not hand it in because I need to do some research. But yeah. So Loot Nanny, I still prefer Artemis, honestly. This one. Okay. So I still prefer Artemis. I like the way that you can switch between sessions and reopen sessions and switch between guns easily in sessions. It's still not perfect, but you can also very easily switch to loot and set loot at different levels in here. And if, for example, you're picking up items or you do a craft by mistake, and you can literally just say, okay, discount all of these items. So I can go to here, for example, and I can say tracked in loot. I can take it off if I wanted to take it off. So I just find it pretty flexible and pretty good. Unfortunately, the Artemis site I really don't understand it at the moment. Crafting, expensive. I mean, it's like everything else. Let me delay ads for a little bit longer. There we go. I mean, it's like everything else. You know, there's always something to try and get you back your money. So explosive projectiles are 103. So that, and then shrapnel's 101. So you're getting a minimum of 90 to 91%. And then over time, you're also getting recycle scripts as well. So recycle blueprints, and they go for like five, 5 or 6 ped a pop, and every so often you'll get like five or 10 of them, and so if you sell them, you get some gains. There's also like welding wire blueprints that you get, which sometimes you can sell. There's various things that you can also sell as you go through that process. So you don't get it all back for sure, but you do get a reasonable amount back, and then it really just depends what else you're crafting. I mean, the other day, did I just close that? No. So the other day I was crafting. Whoops, let me just stop this. Yeah, so you can see here, I did some Settler's Arm Guards and got 120% return. I did some damage, T1 damage enhancers, and actually got 102% out of it. So it really just depends. Sometimes you can get lucky, sometimes you don't. Hey, Midnight, how you doing, mate? You're here, so I should start hunting again. EP1 are the cheapest blueprint for cracking through. Yes, they are. Oh man, I've got to run through this building again. Does anybody else get this? Look, it lags. It's so frustrating. It rubber bands in buildings right now. Kind of drives me nuts. It's only in certain buildings, and it's only in sections of certain buildings. But the rubber banding is horrible. Yes, basic filters, but I think basic filters are still a little bit more expensive. Yes, the Lucky Charm. Yep, you are. I've only had one. I've only had one global so far. So now you're here. Hopefully, I can get a bunch more. I am gonna head over to Aris in a second. We're just gonna go back to Minopolis because I finished the Take a Breather. So I finished the long term one. I'm just gonna show everybody what happens when we finish that one. I love it. You go to Minopolis and you get all the bird sounds. It's so funny. So let's just go over here. Fort Lahar. Yeah. Fort Lahar is usually okay. So touch and nerve we're going to do. So take a breather. So these are the guns that you can get. Okay. So what we're going to do is, just so that we can do some studying, is we're going to screenshot this. And just gonna, and this is it, you see, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. So we're going to drop that there. Sorry, I got my other screen over here. And then back to here. I need to not click any of these, because if I click them, it'll select them. You can't click it to have a look at it. It just picks it. So I did that wrong one year and just got whatever I got. So I will wait. I'll come back. So we just got today's. All right. So what we're going to do is, let's go take a look at some of these on the auction house and look at the prices. So all of these are ELM editions. So when I go in here, I'll start rubber banding again. Oh, this one doesn't rubber band. That's nice. Okay, so E.L.M. And then we go to markup. Right, so we have a Callus 5 ELM. This one, 100 and... So that's a lot. But what maybe this one is... It's only a low level one. It's not that high tier rate either. That one, I would be very surprised if that sold. So this is a ELM edition. Yeah, so these were the ones that we had the choice of, right? So ELM2, ELM3. Cam Stalker. No, it's not these. So it's not these. The... no, it's not any of these. So we need to go down. It's not any of these. This 35, E35 ELM edition. So this is one. So what's this one? So this is a 58.7 on a 35, 603. So that's a reasonably good tier increase rate. So I guess that's why he's selling it for a higher amount. This one is 99. So I'm expecting to see a really high tier rate on this. Yeah, 1320. So this has got a really high tier rate increase. So this is going to get to high level tiers very, very fast. The LC240, this is also one you can get. That's not a particularly high tier rate increase. It's a 73 DPS gun at 50, 60%. So let's have a quick look. How does that compare? So if I look at that and then look at, say, this one, which is the CDF version, which you get with the daily tokens. So you got basically the daily token one is a higher DPS, and it's higher efficiency, marginally higher efficiency. I mean, there's still exceptional. I think, you know, part of this is you can get good guns from the daily tokens. That's for sure. So we'll take a quick look. So this Genesis Ice Rage, this is another one. So this one, again, it's a good tier rate. That's why it's so high. This Enigma L4, this is another one. This is a... I don't know why you would buy this one, honestly. Not my jam. EP53 submission. So this is one that's on the list. So you can see most of these are like 60 times the base. Okay, and the base is what, 1 ped. So this is going to be like 60 ped for these. So what you want to be doing is looking at the ones that are in the higher tiers, so close to 100. And for the most part, it's these ones. It's like these marine stalkers. This is the one that you get the most. So this one is up here, okay? And so these are the ones that if you have a good tier rate on it, tier rate increase, you're going to get a good return. Wow, 62% is reasonable. I mean, it's obviously still not great, but 95 DPS on an 80 skill level, exceptional. Obviously, I can't use this yet, but this is the one. This is the one that you're getting the most on. So this one or the LC240. Okay, so the LC240, that was the laser carbine and 73 DPS. And I can actually use that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull either the Camo Arms Marine Stalker to sell, or the LC240 to maybe even use, honestly. So let's have a quick look at this. LC240. 240 recon. Sorry guys, I've been deep in research. I've not been watching. Oh, here we go. Do you think a player in Entropia can make... Oh my word, here we go. Oh, a lot way. Not before. I've been playing Elite Dangerous a lot. Yeah, I actually started a new game today. I started trying Icarus. I don't know whether you guys have seen that, but it's a survival game that I started messing around with earlier. Got a half-assed gun I really don't need. So do you think a player in Entropia can make a living on it? Yes, but you need to invest a serious amount of real money. Yeah, I agree. You can, but it's not cheap. Yeah, there you go. The people who are making real money on it have invested a lot of money in the game. Yes, 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 yes. I did not know he had a loan, but I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Sure doesn't surprise me. Buzz Lightyear invested something similar and now owns most of the shops now. Yeah, yeah. But Never Die and Buzz both made millions. Yeah, yeah, sure. And this is it. You can. Right. Oh. Ah, the ad started again. Sorry, guys. Ah, I thought I wasn't paying attention. The ad started. My bad. I've put them on hold. I need to turn ads off when I'm streaming. Only put ads on when I do if I take a break or something. Have we started back again? All right. Anyway, sorry about that. We're back. Okay. Yeah, I've put a block on ads again. Sorry, mate. I had a block on ads for like the longest time, but I was not paying attention because I was checking out all these guns. Dear. So I'm just trying to decide whether or not I actually get this gun for myself this time round. It's damage interval 45 to 91 on a 73 DPS gun. Damage interval 49 to 70, 45. Is that what the... what's the damage on a beta? 49. Ugh. Ugh. It's just not enough, is it? Because I've only got betas in my storage. I don't have any alphas. I gotta start using some of these guns, by the way. I keep picking them up. What's he making? Right. So I think I am going to get the U because I might use it. And if I get a nice tier 1, then it's probably worth using. And I'll get myself a 45 B amp or something. So let's go take a breather. And we are going to pull the LC240 Recon. That was the one I wanted, right? I've already forgotten. So here you go. I'm pretty sure it was this one. I'm like 99% sure it was this one, but because I don't know, I can't remember 100%, I'm going to go back and check again. So, you know, just in case. Because, yeah, the camo arms, it's potentially interesting. Let me just go ELM again. E.L.M. That's just bonkers. And nobody's going to buy it for that amount. I mean, unless it had like a massive tier. It's just nobody's. It's like, what are you thinking? Anyway, so what do we got here? So this is a 16. I guess this one must have a decent tier. No, it's 44. That's awful. 188's not that great either. 59's pretty poor. 37's pretty poor. But it is the 240 Recon. That's just a nice tier on that weapon. So that's a really nice tier on that weapon. This one's got a bid. Oh, it's because it's at 100%. Of course it's got a bid. But this one's 55. I think I am going to grab myself one of these. I think I'm going to grab myself a 240 and then I am going to hang on to it, see if I want to use it. And if I do use it, great. If I don't use it, I can maybe sell it for 100 ped. That is going to be the story of this. But I mean, the flip side is you can basically just buy one. You can pull it and sell it and get 100 ped. So I think you've got to. I personally would try and sell it not on the auction house. I would sell it in trade chat, and I would. I mean, if you want to be patient and try and wait to get a higher rate, the other thing you can do is you can stick it in your bank for 6 months, and come Christmas time, once we're going into like Christmas mayhem or something like that, then maybe you can try it then. That's when you probably want to sell it. Yeah, I agree, Midnight, and I'm definitely not there yet. I need a ton more shares before I can get there. I'm keeping an eye on the share price at the minute. It's down around 22.3. It has been down around 21.5. I bought some a couple of weeks ago to top me up. But anyway, I'm going to get the LC240 and I am going to keep it and maybe use it myself. So I'm going to click and boom, it's in the bank. Come on, give me a good tier on it. Ah, ugly, and that's an ugly ass tier, that is. Oh my word. 5 out of 4,000. That's not leveling up very fast at all, is it? That's probably one for the auction house. Midnight. I need more luck, mate. Come on. 5 out of 4,000. Right, anyway, what we're going to do, we are going to chuck that in the bank, and then we're going to head over to Aris and do a couple of dailies there, and then we're going to call it. I'm not going to be hanging around for too long today. Ugh. It's been a long one. And yeah, I really would love to be in a place where I don't have to top up my account, but I am definitely not there. So just go here. I do not. I do not do Twitch. No. To be honest with you, I barely do. I barely do YouTube. I only stream on Sunday nights. Um, yeah, I only stream on Sunday nights, to be honest. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. And of course, when you're logged in, I also get some good luck. So I am going to go over to Aris and blow up some robots. See what data I get thrown at. I could do with selling some stuff. It's been a bit quiet recently. I haven't been able to sell. I've got 80 vouchers. She got more than that. Yeah, mom. I got 12,000 blazer fragments as well. That's pretty good. What are blazer fragments selling for? 30,000. 30,000. So 12,000 of those. 30,000%. I actually don't know what that is, but 12,000 blazer frags is actually pretty good. Yeah, I'm not going to get much. Not going to get much if I try and sell that ELM because that tier rate is just it's brutally ugly. Yeah, well. Yeah, well. And we're off to Aris. Yeah, I might actually go to Cyrene later on tonight. I haven't been to Cyrene for probably it's a month now. I won't have to spend money on enhancers to use it, that is for sure. I actually make my own level 1, 2, 3, 4 enhancers. Level 5 I can't do efficiently yet. But that was one thing I decided that I would learn to do early on. Hang on. My little one she's a bit thirsty, so I will put her down so that she can go have a drink. Okay. No, she didn't go and have a drink. What's up, Peach? Hey, Spell. Was that Spay? It's Spay. Hey, Spay 9000. First time catching the stream. Been following the channel for quite some time. Thank you for joining us online. Glad you could make it. You flew into a rock. Yeah, I can make damage and accuracy. I decided to get up to tier 4 damage and accuracy, and then I've been using mainly damage because the BC30 is just a little bit low for me at the minute. I would prefer to have accuracy enhancers on, to be honest, but I'm hunting slightly higher than the BC30 will really allow. So I'm using damage. But yeah, I wish if I get the LR60, which is what I'd love to get an LR60. But if I do get the LR60, that's when I will start using accuracy enhancers again. Okay, so she's sleeping on the floor. Yeah, I personally haven't used echo enhancers. Um, I need to get some for my Pegasus actually. Is there any I have active still? No. Okay. Let's go get today's. What do we get? Cryomasoids. I don't think I can do that one. Nah, I'm gonna pass that one. It's too complicated, that one. I'm gonna probably die trying to do it, and I can't be bothered. Actually, I'll leave it active just in case. But tomorrow's a work day, so chances are I will not get it done. But I'll clear it tomorrow if I get there. What do we got? Faint, Thyroid, Derelict Warriors, and Thyroid Elites. I actually have never tried a Thyroid Elite. I don't even know where they are, but I probably won't bother. So today's going to be a light day. Let's bust up and do the robots at the top first. So what would you say the DPP increase is per echo enhancer? Is it like 3% ish? So if your DPP is 3.44, you'd be up around 3.47. I don't know. I mean, it's so hard to judge anything in this game because everything has got such a wide randomization. It's kind of crazy. What I will do though is I might go check out the Verderons just to see. Ooh, I'm not going to risk going here. I'd prefer to just shoot my way in. I don't want any damage to my wasp. I got shot yesterday with the wasp. I took 60 damage. I was nearly cried. I love my wasp so much. Please, Mindark, if you're watching my stream, add wasp blueprints, please. Let's make them craftable. It's such a great vehicle. Please, please, please make it craftable. Let me just quickly throw these into the trade channel just to see if we get any bites whilst I'm here. Throw my ascension in, my vigilante, and then throw my gun in. Alright, and let's rock! Alright. Yeah, mate, ask any questions you want. I mean, that's what I'm here for. I am happy to answer any questions anybody has. Oh, hang on, let me delay ads again. Shit, sorry guys. Hope I didn't lose any of you to ads. Yeah, I mean, anybody has questions, feel free to ask. That's part of the fun of streaming to me, is that I actually get real-time interaction with you, so you can hear my full thoughts. So there are differences, but I mean, people do say that the Pixie is the best, but personally, let me just do I have it here? Okay. It's just pictures. I mean, people say Pixie is the best, but honestly, my gut feeling is they're all pretty much of a muchness, so pick the one you think looks coolest. That's what I would say. I mean, so here you can see this is the Cyrene one. This is the one that I got. I got the Next Island one because it looks really, really cool with these wings. And then this is the Arcadia one, which looks reasonably fun. I just picked the white one because it looks really cool with the wings. I still maintain this look is probably the best look that I have. I just think it looks so cool. But I don't even carry it with me anymore. I don't even carry it with me because I've already got, you know, I'm bouncing between 3 sets and I've got my Vigilante on me because I'm trying to sell it. So basically, I have in my backpack already like 4 sets of armor, 5 sets of armor, because I got the Pegasus as well, which I switched to. Yeah, 5 sets now. Wow. But I love the Next Island armor. It's so cool looking. So just pick the one that looks coolest. If you like this blue one, just go get it. Pick the blue one. Don't listen to anybody else. Just do whatever you want to do. That's my advice. Yeah, I use these blues because it gives me the bonus crit damage and the evade. I don't really need the evade for most of the mobs I'm fighting, but the extra crit damage is great, especially because I've got like 5% crit from the rings. So what I am going to do though is what I've been doing recently is just running down the hill and shooting a couple of these guys. Actually, I'm not going to do it. I'll go after veterans. Um, oh mate, I carry so much junk around with me. That's not even the worst of it as well. I actually got myself one of these. So I got myself a Harrispex anti-grav chest. So I actually carry around with me all this crap as well. Dear. Oh, I better watch what I'm doing so I don't hit something. I do not, Peach. Um, the there is a citizenship part of it for sure. Um, One of the things that I did in a recent video, I did say if you start up, you should start up as a Toulon born because of the warp. If you get yourself a Toulon apartment, you can also get the free warp, and that's what I had for a bit there. But the actually, what I found was I simply can't use it. I'm not up at the right time. I think the warps are like 4 a.m. in the morning for me, which is like bleh. It's just no good at all. So when I sold the apartment, I didn't even miss it. So I'm not too fussed about the citizenship. Eventually, maybe the pills are not lootable now. No, nothing in here is lootable. The pills are not lootable. So the only pills that are lootable are the like the Devastims and the Hyperstims, and they're all lootable, but all these ones aren't. Not even I got some adjusted loot pills here which are not lootable. The Frontier stimulants, they're not lootable. Not even the burgers are lootable. Um, so you got a bunch of stuff there. But I was thinking about I was thinking about getting another Harry Specs anti-grav chest or just a basic one. They're actually not that expensive. They're like um the cheap versions are only like 25 ped or something, 30 ped. They're not that expensive, and just to get that extra carrying, it's kind of I would say it's really worth it. Um on Toulon, probably you can get one of the small apartments on Toulon for 1,000 to 1,500. Um, Cheapest apartments in general, I would say, are around 1,000 on Cali or Arcadia. I actually sold one this week just because I have a couple, or I had a couple. I picked up one in a trade. Um, it's anti-grav. Just put anti. There we go. Anti-grav chest. See there, plus 38. What's that one like? It's got, what is that pattern? But if we look at the sales, yeah, around 38, TT plus 38, something like that. And if you don't get the colorful version, so if you go just for the basic version, uh, anti-grav, this one. So the non-colored version is only like plus 25. So it's really not expensive at all to get, an additional 50 slots and a bunch of weight. Yeah, the time slot for me was completely useless because the problem is you have to sit and wait and get off at the ones you want as well, and it just travels from place to place. So it's like you end up spending like 2.5 hours waiting to get to the place you really want to go to, and it's just too long, especially when you're trying to sleep. Luteus, I don't. I mean, let me turn ads off again. So I did mess around with it a bit just to see. Um, and I don't know. I just don't really have time for it. And the amount of effort that it took to get 100 ped was, yeah, it was a bit too much for me. I just don't have time. I mean, everything's relative, right? And we say this all the time. Everything is relative. Yeah, quite like it. If you enjoy it, fill your boots. It's like everything else. If you enjoy it, do it. And there's no downside, that's for sure. So you might as well be doing it. But just for me, it was just I was messing around with it, but it was just like, meh, I just don't really have the time. And and at the end of the day, the amount of effort it took to get $10 worth of ped, I would rather I would just rather use my time for something else. It's obviously I'm an old bloke. I'm based here in Tokyo. I've got a pretty good job. To me, time's more important than money is, and I know I'm lucky to be in that position. I mean, lucky. I've also worked hard, but to me, the most important thing is a good use of my time because I just don't have enough time. And I'd love to spend more time playing games or hanging out with my little one or whatever it is. Um, so spending hours playing games that might get me, $10, it's just not a good. Ooh, these are stacked up. These are stacked up. I hope I don't die getting in the front door. So this is, again, this is why to me, this is not a game I play to make money. Even doing videos, I do not do it to make money. If I did, I wouldn't do it. I do it because I enjoy just making videos, honestly. And I enjoy the interaction I have with people based on the fact that I'm making videos. I love when I log in and I'm going through Icarus and I start chatting to somebody. Oh, I forgot to put the Pegasus on. And I start chatting to somebody and then they realize that they've watched my videos before. And it's such a fun interaction. That's why I make the videos, is because I just enjoy interacting with people. Because I mean I make from my YouTube channel, I make about $20 a month. Um, just in case you're interested, I make about $20 a month, and again, if I was, it's not a, it's not really a great productive use of my time, but I enjoy doing it, which is why I do it. It's like this stream on a Sunday night. I do not do this stream to make any money at all, which is why I keep turning the ads off. I should just turn the ads off full stop, quite honestly. And I probably will do that next week. But it's not about the money at all. I do it because I just want to hang out, and I've surprised myself how much fun I have hanging out. with you guys and just chatting and just answering questions and, you know, making friends. That to me is the real fun of it. How long have I played Entropia? So I started just over 3 years ago. I did actually download the game back in probably somewhere around 2004, 2005. So I did try it way back when, and I didn't get it at all. And so I basically just immediately bailed on it. I wish I hadn't. I wish I'd stuck at it, but then the game was probably significantly different back then as well, which is why I didn't stick at it. But yeah, I did try it way back when, but didn't stick. And then I started playing again. Well, I started realistically. I started playing three and a bit years ago, and since then i've been playing pretty much daily. I usually come in and play a minimum of like an hour a day, 2 hours, something like that, doing things like this, doing dailies. As I said, for the longest time I was doing dailies on Cyrene, working on the armor. So that was my goal for this year, was to get the armor to blue, which I've already done. And now the goal is to get it to purple. I probably will stop at purple. Two real reasons for that. One is the jump from purple to white is not that big, and the cost is reasonably big. It's just a little bit of extra damage protection. But I do want to get the critical damage boost that you get from getting it to purple. I do. I do, shamelessly. I don't have enough deposited in the game yet to be self-sufficient. And I wanted to buy some cool stuff. And if you want to buy some cool stuff and you don't want to wait, then you have to spend money or invest money. It depends how you want to word it, but you know, to me it's just, I just want to enjoy playing the game, and I know that if I put money in I can get it out again later, so why not put it in? I have it. So yeah, I do. Ooh, this one's 56. This one's going to hit hard. Going on. Ooh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This one's going to kill me. Oh dear. I missed once, so maybe I survived one more hit. I missed twice. Ooh. Ah. Nope. I didn't switch to the gun fast enough. That was really stupid. Yeah, I don't know about the plates. They're annoyingly expensive from what I've seen. Because the issue is they do require a lot of the same materials that the armor requires. So I kind of oh wow, improved. Man, that's the 5% jobs, right? I mean, damn. I mean, one of the first things I ever did was when I first started playing. I went to Next Island and I got the these things, incision plate. So I got a bunch of incision plate to 3%, and I mean, I wouldn't say I've regretted it ever since, but I've pretty much regretted it ever since because they're not worth what it cost me to make them. Oh, it's perfected. That's the 5%. Okay. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I got the adjusted to 3%, which was pretty cool. Um, Probably cost me about, in total, probably cost me about 12k, but you can't get 12k for them, unfortunately. And I have tried. Here you go. This is my plates and the calculation on all my plates. But again, this is again what you need to do if you really want to play the game and you want to be tracking your gains and your losses and everything else. You know, keep it all in spreadsheets, track everything. They are nice. Ooh, hang on. Ah, I'm not paying attention again, am I? And this is a 56 again. Oh wow, they're pretty high level today. Ah. Yeah, I was so I've got a set of I have a set. Yeah, I made all of these myself. These 3%ers, I made all of them myself. I only actually have six because I took myself to 25, 20%. So I got 6 times 3 is 18, and I got 1, 2. Ugh. Um, um, so, ugh, this guy hits really hard. Damn. I guess these guys are hitting with burn, and the problem with this armor is it's got no burn protection on it at all. I should probably... Uh... So this is the really... It's bugged. So I died, but obviously it hasn't made me die. And now this guy's going to heal, so I have to freaking teleport. And then I need to heal and get back on him as quick as possible so he doesn't heal too much. So frustrating. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting plates that you can use. I have a set of 6As on my Pegasus, and then I have the incision plate modified on this armor, because this armor is really for evade and basically for animals. So for cut and things like that, I typically use this armor for animals, and then I use the Pegasus in here for droids. It's the only time I actually use it is in here for droids. Oh my god, another 56. Oh my word. Man, it's brutal today. At least we got this one. Ugh, man. So now I have to switch to my Pegasus. And then we'll hit a heal, and we'll pull with the arson. I want to get a better arsenic chip. I was looking at a I really fancy a tier 3 Fen one. They're about 5k. So that's another thing would love to have. List. See, this thing's just basically not doing much to me at all. 30, but I'm healing most of it back. But there's a bunch of stuff that I really want to get. I want to get more lifesteal on the ring. So I want to do a ring rebuild to try and get some lifesteal. And then I want to... I want to get an arsenic chip. And I want to get this armor to purple. And I want to get an LR60. So in total, adding all of that up, you're probably talking about 40 grand, 40, 45 grand, 50 grand paid. So that's quite a few deposits right there. Ugh, ugly. Ugly. That was not good. Obviously, Midnight must have crashed out or something because not getting his luck today. Okay, so what mobs do I have? I have Derelict Warriors. I think warriors are outside the level 2 place, aren't they? I'm not going to be getting the elites. So the other one was, do we want to have a crack at this? So let's have a look. Let's go have a look whether that's how doable it is. Whether we can dodge in between all the Calamosoids and pick up the markers there. There's 3 markers in the swamp, that's the problem. So there's 3 markers in that swamp. So, oh, I'm just going to die. Ah, I don't want the armor on. Okay. Just scooch around the outside here. Now that I put the armor on by accident. Alright, so we're out, at least. Without picking up any more aggro. Okie dokie. We'll run across here and then we'll go down the hill there. So let's go back to this armor. Oh, got my armor on. Alright. And let's go down to the swamp. So I'm not gonna risk running through the swamp on this bike because I do not want to use it. Cryo 7 with Mayhem, Gamma with Lifesteal. Yeah, I can't do enough damage with the chips at the moment. I just don't have the Mind Force. It's not something I spent time getting in the early game. So I'm not there, not even close. So Hilltop 600, crashed ship 800. We got to get all the way up there. How on earth do you get all the way up there? Alright, let's hop off here. Let us put the run speed armor on. And let's try and get through all these gaps. I don't know how you get up that hilltop. Is there a slope? So there's a gap maybe up here through there to get to the crashed ship. Oh, he's coming. This is so these ones don't aggro quite as bad as the furrows. The furrow is a horrible aggro range, so I don't even bother trying that one. Because the aggro range on those is just way too big. The aggro range on, I see I've got one, I've got two that I've pulled already. And they're going to catch me up, aren't they? Yeah, and they're one shot. Okay, we won't bother. 130. So that's not going to be doable. I'm not going to bother even trying again. Strider can run vertical walls, can it? Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously I have the Strider. Free from next island. There she is. Alright. Okie dokie. So we are... Okay, that's good though. It's put us all the way up here, which is really close to this one. So I'm just going to go do it. I'm going to go do it, and then... although I'm actually going to call it, I think. Where are we? Okay, let's put that on. Throw that up. Because we got to do some derelict warriors as well. With a good skill implant calculator. Want to sell some skill, but I don't want to waste the below 10 ped portion of implant. What do you mean, mate? Don't really understand what you mean by that question. I mean, skill implant calculator. I don't know a good website. What I can tell you is, I mean, what do you want to know? How much skill? How many skills you're going to lose per head? All right, let's try and not get shot on the way up here. Eh? What's the feeling doing there? Oh, there's one right there. Derelict defender. Oh, there's a bunch. I'm gonna hop off here and throw Pegasus on and start going ham. So I need defective warriors anyway. So we'll go there. If you use the implant up to below 10 ped left unused, the system does not leave you 9.99 and below. Oh, okay. But doesn't it just... So I've not messed around with implants much. Um, doesn't it disappear? Whoops, I better heal myself. Don't they disappear when you use them, or do you get them back with some TT left on them? Oh, freaking hell. Is that ads again? Sorry, guys. So I don't know a good calculator, basically. I don't. I've not messed around with it. I have worked on some of my own skill calculations. So there is obviously, depending on what your skill level is, there is a set head cost to it, and you can start to try and work that out based on whatever your skill level is. And we could do some research around that and try and find out. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is how we build a skill calculator. When you use empty skill implant to fill up with your skill. Yes, 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 yes. So it doesn't you choose how much you put into the implant. Again, I've not done it, so I don't know. You choose how much you put into the implant, do you? But this is the kind of thing that I could work on an AI app for and just have it in the site. So you key your skill level in and it goes and does a search. It's probably something I could do on the site, to be honest. I just need the data. And again, that just comes from, please, when you're hunting, send me your data. Because the gain is set. You get 0.05 of a peck, or is it zero point 0.5 of a peck? Yeah, anyway, you get a set amount, then you get a multiplier, but that amount you can tell how much skill gain you're going to get based on it. So we could calculate it. If we have enough data points, we can actually calculate the curve of the diminishing returns. Because basically it's on a... Where did that dude go? It's on diminishing returns, right? So it's on like yeah, it's on like an exponential curve. So in the early days, a small amount of PED will get you a good gain, but eventually it just tops out, and you don't get... Basically, it costs you like significant amount of PED for tiny gains. Let's go with this. Got it. Okay, this next one. Oh, I turned this off again, didn't I? Duh. What do we get here? Was that just the flight? That was the flight, wasn't it? Okay. So I can out heal a 44 Gen 4. That is a 36 Gen 3, so that one should be doable. And that is a 36 Gen 3, so that should be doable. Yeah, I don't have any skills I'm that are redundant enough for me to sell. So I've not even thought about it. Whoa, excuse me. Because the problem is, the moment you take a skill out, you're throwing away skill gains. I thought it was when you took it out, but is it when you implant it? I thought the person taking it out loses 10%. Again, I don't know. I need to check for sure. Okay. Man, my luck in here has been pretty awful today. Damn. Man. At least he's a 32 Gen 6. He should go down reasonably fast. I will put the better gun on with some lifesteal, just because. My... No globals. Come on, global. This guy should be okay. He's Gen 5. 27 Gen 5. He should go down reasonably quick. He's a 32 Gen 6. That might be a bit harder. So I'll stay on this gun. Back to this one. Yeah, the reason I mean, obviously you should be switching out of guns when you're doing things like that, but I've made so many mistakes the other way, where I've used the fist weapon and I've not changed it, and then I've realised I've been doing so. It's not super accurate, but it's accurate enough. Does a job. But for the most part, I'm trying to use the BC 30. I do really want a 60. I love an LR60. I wish I'd had the funds to buy one. They were I've seen a couple at around 40k a while back, but now everybody wants like 60 from, and I can't get to 60. Using the BC 30 as leverage and maybe getting rid of my ring, I could probably get to 40, just over 40, but 60 is just a stretch. I have to sell everything, pretty much. So I should be able to out-heal this one as well. So any more questions before we start getting close to wrapping up? I've got one more side of this dungeon and the bosses, and then we're going to be calling it. Anybody got anything they want to ask before we wrap up? Come on. Die! Delay ads again. I do not want ads. I'll turn ads off next time, because it's kind of annoying. You keep letting me know that you're getting my chat being blocked by ads, and I just, you know, That's not that's not good. The guys watching on playback can deal with ads because you're not missing anything then. I tried to set up the little big mining extension that knows the drop, shows the drop radius. I've not tried that one. Yeah, I've not tried the little big mining extension. Again, I don't really do enough mining. It's more just like an afterthought to me. Probably should. Ugh, you guys can see I'm getting tired. It's really weird. Recently I've been getting tired much earlier. I wonder if it's all the... I think it's probably the heat, quite honestly. I mean, anything you can lose a lot of head, mate. Didn't finish it. Do you think it's useful for you? What's that? I mean, little big mining. I just don't use it. Ugh, come on, give me a global in here. Let me recoup some of this. This thing's pretty buff. 54, 91%, 30k. And I've never used it, Peach. Never used it. I mean, you know, one of the things is who me? I've probably killed somewhere in the region of 6,000 Carabox. But I didn't spend as much time. I'm actually thinking of going over and using all of my Mindforce chips with a I've got a bunch of Mindforce chips that I've been looting over time, and I've been thinking about trying to increase my Mindforce skills. So I was thinking of like grabbing those chips, heading over there, using 100% skill pill, and just burning. Also, I could use a bunch of these, you know, to get some melee skills up. But basically, I just been thinking about going over, maybe sticking down like 100% for 10 hours and just burning, spending an entire, you know, basically couple of days playing sessions just burning through these things. Yeah, that's why, I mean, one of the things I found really interesting about the Howling Mine mission is you can do it with your set P1. And if you're using your set P1 and you've gone through and got the adjusted version, you basically ain't burning ped doing nothing. Um, and if you do those Howling Mine, if you can get the sickly Argonauts and you can do it with a set P1 adjusted, and you have enough evade that they don't kill you, which it's not enough. I don't think that's a lot of evade you need. Um, then yeah, I think it's pretty solid. Actually, I'm going to use this one just for these two turrets because it hits hard. And I can back out. That's one. Get the second one. Ah! Stuck on there. Did I get it? I got it. Okay. There we go. And now we just take the middle one. $3K wolves. Wolves. I don't even know what wolves you'd be fighting. Now, if you talk in Valheim, I get wolves. But I don't know what they would be. Yeah, I think the there's like one of the humanoid types on Entropia is pretty good skill return. I think it's like got 10 hit points and is like level 3 or level 4. Which one is that? Somebody remind me. All right, there we go. Come on, give me a global on this dude. And no. Well, that was pretty disappointing. I gotta finish off hunting some warriors. This one I'm just not gonna do, so I'll ditch it. Actually, I'll ditch it completely. Abandon. I'm actually going to abandon the elites as well. I don't do the elites. I mean, somebody tell me down below where they are and whether they think I can do them, if you think I can do them. But we shall just go out here. Kill a couple of warriors. And then we are done. Cut, impact, pen, stab, no. I quite often will check out some of the different armors just to see if there's anything interesting there. It cracks me up that the sound doesn't work outside. It's bugged. So Stella Bella Mella is interested in a Halloween 22. I don't think I want to sell it right now. Ooh, that was a nice 34 ped. Not a global, but I'll take it. Recoup a couple of the losses a little bit. I might only need one more at this rate. Whoops. Pay attention to what you're doing. Yeah, I don't want to be shooting this with the set one. This will take forever to kill with the set P1. Okay, we're done. Another 11 ped. Let us go to here and hit the teleport. Alright, so thank you for watching, guys. You finished your disciple, sir. Yes. Taught him some hunting. Oh, yeah. He did finish, actually. He did finish. He got through pretty quickly. Again, I think if you go take on Carabox, you're going to burn through pretty quickly. Have you been doing Carabox since we started tonight? You are most welcome, as is everybody who's watching, thanks for watching. If you're not watching live and you would love to come and join us, we do 10, usually 10:30, although I started at 10 today for some reason. Wasn't really paying attention. But 10:30 Japan time, which is 4 o'clock Central European time. 3 o'clock Central European time. 3:30 Central European time. Um, go do it for me, Flying Parrots. Actually, if you could, dump your chat log, move your chat log, and then go kill some Carabox for a couple of hours, and then throw your chat log onto my website. Okay? So, if you go to my website, what was it? allblokegaming.com. So if you go to my website here and you go to the tracker, if you drag your chat log into here, it will give you a breakdown of your session. Okay? So let me just move that over here. So I do have some kicking around. So if you go to your documents, you go to your Entropia universe, just drag your chat into an archive like that. Can I do it into here? It wants to replace. I need to rename the ones that are in there. Cancel all transfers. So we go into I'll do it another time. But basically, you drag your chat into an archive, call it something else, and then a new chat will start. And then when you finish your session, what you want to do is just go to the session, just literally grab your chat log, drop it into here, and it'll break it all down for you. It'll show you the breakdown of your skill gains. So you'll be able to see, like here, anatomy times 1, you got 9, times 4, you got 18. And what does this actually mean? It means you're getting, so you can see it's the 5 here, so it's half a peck. So you're getting half a peck gain, and then you get it multipliers. So sometimes you might get a 2 peck gain. Okay, and that 2 peck gain in anatomy is going to take you up a skill level. Obviously, for me, at the level of anatomy I'm at, it's really low, but at higher levels, you'll be going really, really fast. Okay, so yeah, just allblockgaming.com. You've got the tracker. Chuck your chat log in, and then what you can also do is if you fill in the details up at the top here, put your name in, put your analysis, perception, and probing skill levels in. Monster HP, if you've taken the Carabox, it's 10. Put what gun you're using, put a little bit extra information in, and then what you can do is at the top here, we have a button to push to Wallblock Gaming. If you click this button here, what it does is it pushes it to that Google Sheet that I showed you earlier. Oh, it's here. Sessions Tracker. And it pushes it to this sheet, and I will be able to see your session in here, and I'll be able to use that data later. So I'm going to start doing some more data, messing around with data later. The site free to yeah, it's my website. Yeah, there's no registration at all. Just it's free. It's my site. And if you go to this site as well, I mean, just pitching my site again, down below, you got to, this is all of the, it's not all of the YouTube videos that I've done, but it's most of the kind of informative YouTube videos that I've done. And you can go here and click on Calypso, and it'll give you a breakdown of all the Calypso ones. Aris, it'll give you Aris guides. If you're looking for something specific, you can click on all and say, okay, guns. So there, what gun should I use updated? Actually, this one's a little bit old again now. But basically, you've got and if you click one of these, it just takes you to my YouTube channel, and you can watch the videos in here. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Which other one? Which other one? The sessions tracker? Or this one? I mean, the tracker's, I say it's free. You just click on it and click through, and it's free. Have have fun. Fill your boots. Send me your data, and I will work on it. Loot site. Oh, Artemis. So Artemis is also free. What you do is you go to, it's actually called Project Delta. So you go to Project Delta and then you go to Artemis and download for Windows. That's about it, really. No problem. Thank you everybody for watching. Have a great week, and I will see you same time next week for some more streaming. Thanks guys. See you later. Bye bye.